Okay, get up on the roof at Sean and Stephanie Warden's house at 713 Jupiter Boulevard, Northwest Palm Bay. As you can see, guys, I made a bunch of notes up on the roof for you. Start going over, we'll start with these reminder arrows. So the first two arrows is talk about with your new roof, we're gonna replace the drip edge. We're gonna talk about shingles mostly. So with your new shingle roof, it's either gonna be white or brown. Obviously it should be brown. And then the other arrow is to talk about the condition of the gutters. For the most part, all the way around the house, the gutters are moldy, they're banged up, they got dents all in it. So I would highly recommend that we just toss the gutters, not to put new gutters on. You don't need them. We could easily do a survey. No gutters, no gutters. It's not something that you should have to worry about, but it's gonna look a lot better if we just get rid of them, toss them when we put your new roof on. We could talk more about that. The next thing I noticed is that, actually I would give this roof very high marks for the most part. There's very little lift up. The shingles are in, here's a little bit of lift up. But the reason why this is here, because there's two distinctly different colors. So there has been repairs or patchwork done before. And remember, the whole point of this video, the whole point of me coming out is to help you sell this house. So we don't want that, even the first super enthusiastic couple to fall in love with this house and then for the roof to flunk out on an inspection. And so I think really any buyer's realtor, any home inspector, they're gonna make a point about the age of the roof and they're gonna make sure that they get money for it. So if we just remedy it by getting a brand new roof set up, this house is gonna be tip-top perfect. So that's the goal. Oh, steep roof. Oh yeah, so lift up. This is a perfect example of the lift up. So when hurricane force winds get up underneath the shingles, they break this bond between the back of the shingle and the roof itself. Once that bond's been broken, it's not going to sit back down. It's just going to keep flopping around until it eventually breaks off. There's some little pieces, fragments missing here and there, like this. I do want to point this out. So when you lose the granules, basically the granules in every sense of the word are the sunblock for your house. So when you lose the granules, all the productive chemicals in the asphalt shingles start to leach out and the shingles become crazy brittle, almost like saltine crackers. And so that's what's starting to happen with the roof. Those are the issues that inspectors are going to make with the roof. Just want to point that out. It's kind of a big roof, got to move quick. Oh, by the way, we're going to replace all the gooseneck vents. We're going to reboot all the bathroom vents. Speaking about repairs, look at all the roofing nails that are laying up on the roof. So again, more signs that things have been kind of messed with in the past. So this is called a cricket. So needless to say, it's vitally important that this is done correctly, re-roofed correctly, and the flashing around the chimney. The good news is the skylight's in great shape. It's impact rated, so we can definitely keep that. We'll talk about that stuff in a second. You see how the fabric backing is exposed? That's just improper installation. So that would definitely be a major gig on anyone's field inspection report. And then for the majority, I would say the roof is in fairly decent shape, even though there's issues. But when you get over here, it's kind of painfully obvious, probably from the trees knocking all the granules off down to the backing of the shingle, all this here, right? And even missing shingles here too. So when I got to here, that's when it was conclusive. Like, you guys definitely need to get a new roof, get this house perfect shape for that first super excited buyer. Okay, so real quick, let me talk about, since I'm up here, how we're gonna do your roof. Now I have this example here. Don't worry about the fact that it's metal, because the way that we build roofs are exactly the same whether the top is metal or shingle. Okay, so imagine this with me. We're gonna remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood roof. Anything remotely bad regarding the plywood, we're going to replace, and we're not going to charge you extra for it. Or at least you get 6 pieces of plywood. Very rarely ever do we need more than 6 pieces. According to the building codes, we're going to update this roof according to new building codes. We're going to re-nail the plywood to the trusses. The code says every 6 inches, we go every 4 to 5 inches. We're going to double, triple the number of nails holding the plywood to the house. And then every inch of this roof is going to be covered with what's called waterproof barrier, okay, or peel and stick. And then we're going to put your 30-year shingles on top of that. I jokingly tell customers you can pick whatever color shingle you want, but you literally don't get any say in the manufacturer. We only use Certainteed Landmark Series shingles because it's the best, heaviest shingle for the price point. Okay, that's about it. So I'm gonna get down and talk more with Sean and Stephanie. Thanks.